There is a city in Puerto Rico that many people have yet to discover, where culture, art, and history come together unlike anywhere else in the Caribbean. That city is Ponce, and these are the top 5 reasons to visit. Founded in 1692 and named for the great-grandson of Spanish explorer Juan Ponce de León, the city of Ponce is an architectural and artistic gem on Puerto Rico's south coast. It's an often overlooked metropolis that has rightly earned the nickname La Perla del Sur, the Pearl of the South. Here are 5 great reasons to come to Ponce. Number 1 is the Museo de Arte de Ponce. The Ponce Art Museum, designed by Edward Jarrell Stone, reopened in 2010 after a $20 million renovation and expansion, and is one of the best and largest art museums in the entire Caribbean. Number 2 on the list is Plaza Las Delicias, the city's main square, which is dominated by a stately cathedral that dates to 1835, as well as 2 very elegant fountains. Even more photographed is the iconic Parque de Bombas, a former fire station designed as a pavilion for an 1882 trade expo. Nearby is the Armstrong Poventude House, which now houses a museum. In fact, you'll find interesting museums housed in several impressive examples of local architecture, helping to make historic architecture number 3 on our list. Ponce is rich with examples of Belle Époque, Art Nouveau, Neoclassical, and uniquely Ponce Creole architecture. More than 1,000 buildings are on the local historic register. Some of the city's most prominent residents are buried at the Pantheon Nacional, a fascinating cemetery listed on the National Register of Historic Places. Guides can help point out the mausoleums of the rich and famous of a bygone era. Even with its historic past, Ponce has recently introduced several cool new places. One of the newest hotspots is Archipelago, a stylish rooftop restaurant in the heart of downtown. You can take a table indoors or on the balcony, enjoying fine cuisine, cocktails, and views of the city. Chef Alejandro Velez told us about his restaurant and what makes Ponce so special.
It's a modern type of place, of restaurant with a Puerto Rican cuisine with a twist.
And how's the reception been for, this is kind of a new concept for downtown Ponce, this kind of restaurant?
It's been really good because, I mean, you saw the place and it's really inviting, and it's been wonderful for us.
What would you tell people who haven't visited Ponce yet? A lot of people obviously know about San Juan and what old San Juan has to offer, but what would you tell them? Why should they be coming to Ponce and to visiting downtown Ponce?
Ponce is really becoming a culinary destination, the new culinary destination in Puerto Rico. We have tons of restaurants, we have wonderful architecture, and we have the Parque de Bomba, a 100-year-old building, the second most visited place in Puerto Rico, tourist place in Puerto Rico.
Indeed, for a small city, Ponce is packed with interesting visuals, and you're never far from an important and historic site. And if you're just a bit hungry but not ready for a contemporary full meal, you can try typical fruits sold fresh on the main square.
This is a Canapa. It's a natural fruit from Ponce, and this is how you eat it. You bite it off. This has double Canapas. And then you suck the pulp out, and that's it, and then throw out the pit.
Great views are something else you won't want to miss in Ponce. Head to the Crusade del Bahia, a 100-foot cross-shaped tower with an elevator that whisks visitors to a sky-high vista of the surrounding region. A few yards away is the Castillo Atis, a Spanish-style mansion built in the 1920s for the founders of a local rum company. Today it's a beautiful place and open to the public with interesting exhibits. There's an awful lot to see and do on the historic and peaceful streets of Ponce. Just don't forget to bring your camera. I'm Mark Chestnut. For more information about Puerto Rico and Ponce, visit latinflyer.com.